have taught three major subjects, and that later developed as a Theravada, Mahayana, and Vajrayana, as a philosophy, as wisdom and solutions to our confused mind. So we call it Dharma, the truth, the wisdom. Something that is so beautiful, Gautama Buddha said. It doesn't matter whether I am enlightened or not enlightened. Dharma is always there. So this is why they are past Buddha, Kassapa, future Buddha, Maitreya. And it's like a Dharma is the treatment, the machine that helps, and the Buddha has become, processed through the Dharma, right? So, during Gautama Buddha, so he shared a lot of Dharma knowledge. So today, from the three yanas, when this beautiful, colorful setting is called Vajrayana, popularly known as a Tibetan Buddhism, which is a mistranslation, because Mongolia, Nepal, Bhutan, Himachal, we all follow Vajrayana, and they are not Tibetan. Of course, the center of main development of Vajrayana was from Tibet, and Great Master Choyam Trungpa, as well as His Holiness the Dalai Lama, the King of Tibet, in exile, make it very popular. So of course, credit goes to Tibetan masters. So today is a Vajrayana setting. When you are Vajrayana, it will be tradition of Mahayana as well Theravada. Also the teaching, the Theravada teaching was taught in Varanasi when Buddha was 36 years old. Gradually in his 60s, he traveled a couple of 100 kilometers to Vajrasvit in Rajgiri. There he taught about Mahayana, the emptiness, or as well as Madhyamaka or Prashna Paramita, Heart Sutra. There are many ways to express it. Later, before he entered to Nirvana, then he taught about the Buddha nature and Vaishali. Sometimes also shared that teaching in the so-called heavenly realms to the divine beings of the Buddha nature. Right? So in short, these are teaching were taught in three different times, three different audience, three different places. So today, sometimes confusions, Theravada will say, oh, Mahayana is not an authentic teaching of the Buddha Dharma, because Buddha never taught that. And the Mahayana will say, Vajrayana is not authentic because Buddha never taught about Vajrayana. And it's true, Theravada is not aware of Mahayana because a huge gap, different place, different subject, different audience, as well Vajrayana. And these are all so-called teachings to evolve towards the Buddha nature, enlightenment, but three different approach. So I always share, it's like a phone, how the revolutions of the phone, remember? I think many of us carried the Nokia, the black and white, the game that snakes, and we were very happy with that, right? Then the smartphone came. It was even very popular in Indonesia, the BB, BlackBerry. Slowly now, look at what's happening. So it was progressively how it was developed. Gautama Buddha, even from after enlightenment up to 81, 80, 81, progressively he helped and he developed teachings. It's not that, oh, now I have a new wisdom, I'm more enlightened, let me tell you this. No. So he is always mentioned in the teachings, teach according to the time and place. So it was developed, it was taught in such settings, and so this is a little bit of history of what so-called, I think many of you know, as you know. Yet, because we will be doing 3 traditions today, this Medicine Buddha's retreat. We call it retreat because there's no puja in Dharma. Puja is very much in Hindu, right? Idolizing, worshipping, surrendering yourself, faith, devotion, which is so beautiful. But in Dharma, there's no faith. It's a trust and a hard working. It's a goal orientated. It's not about raising your hand and say like, I surrender. You do the magic now. You have to do the magic yourself, right? But the way to evolve in development, this is what Dharma is about. Right? So this is why we call retreat. So for 24 today, we retreat ourselves together. It's a guided meditation actually. If I borrow an English word, it's a guided meditation, and so Sangha will help you to guide, and we participate, and we retreat ourselves from samsara. So remember, there's no miracle in it. There's no magic in it. It's a spiritual cleansing, definitely. It's a time to renew your energy by retreating and being in this environment. Okay, so with 3 traditions. We'll begin with 8th precept vow, which is very much in Vajrayana tradition. Many of you who follow Theravada, you understand that. So you will be taking the precepts for next 24 hours. And the story of the precept is, we call Vinaya in Dharma. After, if you decided to be on the spiritual path, so they are novice monk or nun, then the fully ordinations. So when you begin as a novice, there are certain set of precepts to be observed, and then after that there's a full ordinations. And those Dharma practitioners, monks or sanghas, they will renew and do this spiritual cleansing twice a month. Every 2 weeks they will do the cleansing. First moon and the full moon. It's advised by our teacher Gautama. It's not to have any karmic debt with us, so to clear our karma. Back then, Buddha was a prince. He had many successful friends. So whenever they visit temple, actually it was a place, right, for, there was not such a gold-plated temple then actually. It was a garden and then the little hall that they would meditate together. And whenever the kings and patrons and followers visit temple, they see always monks are doing, because the lay people would visit temple full moon, first moon, and they always see monks are doing their purifications. We use the word purifications. And one of the king requested Buddha, "Dear Gautama, teacher, you are all very lucky and fortunate. You are ordained on the path of spiritual, yet you do these purifications every month. But look at us lay people, so busy. Every day we commit negative karma. and we have no means to purify our karma. If Buddha can help us to design such practice for lay people to have opportunity to do some purifications, then that's how the Buddha introduced about 8 precepts for lay people. It says, so you could do purifications as well. For observing the next 24 hours, 8 precepts. For spiritual cleansing, purifications, accumulating merits. So it's known as a so jong in Vajrayana word. So jong, literally meaning so meaning growing. So you grow good merits. Jong is to clean, to wash away the negative karma. So they label as a sojong practice. Sri Lanka, I visited Sri Lanka a few years ago. I was very inspired by lay followers there. Everyone will visit temple, take 8 precepts, 5 precepts normally, it's in the Theravada known as a 5 precept. And this is what we must do. Keeping 8 the precepts. So then Buddha taught about the precept, saying, for lay people, take 8 precepts time to time, twice a month as well, same time with the monks. And also you should encourage to take 8 precept vow when you have someone sick at home, or someone the mourning period when someone losing our family members. Anyway, any negative karma that you are experiencing, we encourage to take sojo during Buddha's time. And it makes sense. It's absolutely, for spiritual cleansing. Right? And 8 precepts are very simple. Most of you know 5 precepts. Through physically, so mostly the killing. Then Buddha time, many of them go for war, kill each other. Some of the king, very powerful, killing prisoners, capital punishment. So Buddha said, my dear friend, for next 24 hours, when do the spiritual cleansing, no killing. And of course now we cannot kill human being. Sometimes even though we wish, some of our, but we may end up killing mosquitoes. And please do not surprise me, few of you, if there's a mosquitoes, you are in such a spiritual setting, you will go like, and it had happened to me before. They came to see me and there was a mosquito, they go like, okay, tell me Rinpoche, here. I thought like that was the most insulting that could happen, right? And so no killing for next 24 hours, so that we remain vegetarian, because that's the healthiest way. So no killing, all right, through our body. And no stealing. It says not taking what is not given, including making unethical profit from the business. So today, do not look at your account. Don't check, and just don't do any transactions if you are into business, especially if this is unethical. So taking what is not given. Then the third, the married couple, because they want to be like